Have you ever noticed how your boy cat acts like the king of the castle, while your girl cat surveys her domain from above like a quiet queen? It's not just your imagination, or even just personality. There are genuine biological and behavioral differences between male and female cats that shape how they play, cuddle, explore, and even stake their claim on your couch. Most cat lovers don't realize how deep these differences go, but understanding them can be the key to a more harmonious and enriching bond with your whiskered housemates. Let's dive into these gender-based feline quirks, beginning with a behavior as old as the first meow, territoriality. 1. Territoriality and aggression. Territorial behavior is practically written into a cat's DNA. And if your boy cat acts like every hallway, couch corner, or window ledge is his personal property, he's not just being dramatic. He's following instincts that trace back to wild feline ancestors. In nature, male cats are the defenders of turf. Their mission? To claim and protect the best hunting grounds, resting spots, and, of course, mates. This means that even if your cat has never seen the wild, he still thinks your living room is prime real estate worth guarding. That's why many male cats exhibit behaviors like pacing near doors, swatting at other pets who get too close, or even leaving that unmistakable calling card, urine spraying. For them, it's not rude. It's just good old-fashioned boundary setting. High testosterone levels in male cats play a big role in this. Even in the most peaceful homes, a male cat might feel the need to make his presence known, especially if there are other pets around. Luckily, there are ways to manage this without covering your house in plastic wrap. Neutering is by far one of the most effective ways to reduce aggressive and marking behaviors. It significantly lowers testosterone, which in turn lowers the volume on your little lion's territorial radio. Another powerful trick in the cat whisperer's toolkit: synthetic feline facial pheromones. These calming scents mimic the ones cats leave behind when they rub their faces on objects and you. Diffusers or sprays can help your home smell feline safe, reducing the need for power plays and scent wars. And don't forget, each cat should have their own resources, litter boxes, food bowls, and cozy nooks to cut down on rivalry. Now, female cats aren't usually as overt when it comes to turf wars, but don't be fooled. Their strategies are subtler and often just as effective. One of the most telling signs of a dominant female is her choice of altitude. If she's always on the highest perch in the room, whether it's a bookshelf, a window ledge, or the top of your fridge, she's not just sightseeing, she's establishing dominance from above.
In cat society, height equals power. Female cats often use vertical space to establish social order. They may not mark with urine as often, but they'll absolutely stake their claim through confident body language, slow blinks of control, or even a well-timed tail flick. Sometimes, a light paw tap on a sibling's head is all it takes to say, "I'm the boss here." If you're managing a multi-cat household, giving your cats multiple vertical options, cat trees, wall shelves, even clear paths to windows helps reduce tension. When everyone has a throne, there's less need to fight for it. Letting each feline feel safe and in control is the secret to avoiding daily drama. What's the most territorial thing your cat has ever done? Does your male cat guard the hallway like a lion patrols the savannah? Or does your female rule from the shadows, watching everything with those ancient, knowing eyes? Tell us your cat's name and quirkiest territory tale in the comments. We're all ears and whiskers. And if you're enjoying this deep dive into the feline mind, don't forget to hit that subscribe button to join the Meowverse family. There's so much more purring wisdom to come. Number 2. Affection and interaction. Let's be honest, some cats are clingy cuddlebugs, and others are mysterious beings who only show affection when the stars align. But did you know that whether your cat is a lap magnet or an aloof observer might be influenced by their gender? Male cats often act like furry little charmers. They strut up, flop down, roll over, and purr like motorboats. Why? Because they're biologically wired for social interaction. In the wild, male cats don't raise kittens, so they have more time to form alliances and socialize. This extra downtime evolved into a natural inclination for interaction. Today, it means your boy cat is more likely to headbutt you, curl up in your lap, or demand playtime just as you're settling in with your coffee. You might even find him trotting after you from room to room, always eager to be where the action is. He's your fuzzy little shadow, and he thrives on your attention. Female cats, on the other paw, tend to be more reserved. This doesn't mean they love you any less, it just means they're a bit more selective about how and when they show it. Nature made them solitary hunters and fiercely protective mothers, so their instincts lean toward caution. You may find your girl cat watching you from the top of a shelf or quietly napping in a hidden corner, observing but not necessarily engaging. That's just her way of feeling safe and in control. But here's the magic. When a female cat chooses to show affection, it's deeply meaningful. That soft head nuzzle, that slow blink from across the room, or the way she gently places her paw on your lap, it's like being knighted by feline royalty. And once you earn her trust, you'll find that her love is loyal and profound.
Want to build a stronger bond with your male cat? Scratch him under the chin, behind the ears, and don't skimp on the interactive play. Wand toys, feather dancers, and even a simple ribbon can delight his energetic spirit and strengthen your connection. Male cats often crave stimulation and thrive with frequent human contact. With female cats, patience is the golden rule. Let her come to you. Create a peaceful environment with plenty of hiding spots, vertical perches, and cozy resting areas. If she curls up near you, even if she's not touching you, that's her version of a cuddle. Return her slow blinks, and you'll be speaking her secret love language. Don't forget to give this video a like if you're nodding along while picturing your cat's unique way of showing affection. It helps us reach more cat lovers like you, and it lets us know you're enjoying your journey through the Meowverse. 3. Play styles. Predators at heart. Cats may nap for 16 hours a day, but when they're awake, their inner hunter takes center stage. And when it comes to play, male and female cats often bring very different energy to the table, or rather, to the rug. Female cats play with precision. They're tactical, focused, and stealthy. If you've ever watched your girl cat freeze in place, her pupils wide as she zeroes in on a feather toy, you've witnessed her channeling generations of skilled huntresses. In the wild, female cats had to catch prey for their kittens. This responsibility sharpened their hunting instincts, and it shows in the way they play: silent, calculated, and patient. They like toys that mimic real prey, things that flutter, skitter, or dart across the floor. Feather wands, small plush mice, and even moving laser dots can spark their inner predator. But don't rush it. The stalking is part of the thrill. Give her time, and you'll witness an elegant ballet of feline finesse. Male cats, meanwhile, are the life of the party. Their play style is a whirlwind of chaos and joy. Crumpled paper? Instant prey. A shoestring? Unstoppable fun. Their hunting behavior is less about survival and more about strength, agility, and showing off. In the wild, male cats had to defend their territory, and their rough-and-tumble play may have helped prepare them for those scuffles. That's why you'll often see a male cat burst into zoomies, pounce with reckless abandon, or playfully tackle another cat or your foot. Their movements are bigger, goofier, and more exaggerated. They're like oversized kittens who never outgrow their love of silliness. Another difference? Male cats tend to be more nocturnal in their play habits. If your boy cat transforms into a furry tornado at 2 a.m., he's just following his instincts. In the wild, nighttime was prime time for patrolling and defending territory. You can redirect this energy with interactive play sessions before bedtime. A good romp with a feather wand or laser pointer can help tire him out so you both get a better night's sleep.
Female cats are generally more active during the day, but they appreciate mental challenges. Puzzle toys, treat balls, or even cardboard mazes can keep their minds sharp and their paws busy. By tuning into your cat's unique play preferences, whether they're a dainty predator or a rowdy wrestler, you're not only keeping them healthy and entertained, you're deepening your connection in a language only cats and the most devoted humans understand. Is your cat a stealthy huntress or a rambunctious goofball? Share their name and favorite toy in the comments. We'd love to meet your feline firecracker. 4. Marking behaviors, messages in scent.
If you've ever walked into a room and caught a whiff of something suspicious, you may have just encountered your cat's version of a sticky note. Marking is one of the most instinctual behaviors in cats, especially males, and while we might wrinkle our noses, to them it's vital communication. Male cats are the kings of marking, and their tool of choice? Urine. Not just any urine, though. His spray is loaded with a potent chemical called feline. When feline breaks down in the air, it releases sulfur-based compounds that create that strong, unmistakable odor. To us, it smells like a problem, but to your cat, it says, "This is mine, stay away." This behavior is driven by testosterone, and it has deep evolutionary roots. In the wild, male cats help claim their turf, warn off competitors, and even advertise their availability to potential mates. Domesticated male cats, even if they've never set paw outside, can still feel the urge to claim their space. That bookshelf? Mine. That wall corner? Mine. Your gym bag? Oh yes, definitely mine. Fortunately, this behavior can be managed. Neutering is your first line of defense. Once testosterone levels drop, the compulsion to mark often follows. Studies show that most neutered males either stop spraying altogether or reduce it dramatically. Another helpful approach is creating a secure and balanced home environment. If your cat feels his space is constantly threatened, whether by other pets, outdoor animals he sees through the window, or frequent changes in routine, he's more likely to mark in response. Using window film, blocking high-traffic views, and adding feline pheromone diffusers can make a world of difference. And don't forget to give each cat their own litter box, bed, and food station. Sharing may be caring for humans, but for cats, it's a fast track to stress. Now what about the ladies? Female cats are less likely to spray, but that doesn't mean they won't. When a female cat marks, it's often stress-related rather than territorial. Maybe you've introduced a new pet, moved the furniture, or changed her feeding schedule. Suddenly your calm queen turns into a spritzing sentinel. Because female cats are hardwired for nurturing, they're incredibly sensitive to changes in their environment.
Urine marking for them can be a way to reclaim familiarity and comfort. It's as if they're saying, "I don't recognize this place anymore. I need to make it mine again." The key to helping her? Consistency. Keep routines stable, avoid sudden changes in her space, and provide calming areas where she can retreat and regroup. Think enclosed beds, cozy blankets, or a high perch where she can quietly observe. And if marking continues despite your best efforts, don't hesitate to consult a veterinarian or feline behaviorist. They can help identify medical issues or deeper behavioral concerns and craft a plan just for your kitty's needs. 5. The urge to explore. Bold versus cautious. Every cat has a curious streak, that magnetic pull toward crinkling bags, open cabinets, or the forbidden top of the fridge. But when it comes to exploring, male and female cats often have very different agendas. Male cats are the classic adventurers, driven by the urge to expand their territory and seek mates. Unneutered males in the wild can wander for miles. Even in domestic life, that instinct still pulses beneath their paws. If your boy cat stares longingly out the window or dashes for the door the moment it opens, you're seeing a primal drive at work. This tendency can be charming, but also risky. Roaming cats are more likely to encounter dangers like traffic, aggressive animals, or toxic plants. That's why neutering is so important. It not only curbs his desire to wander, but also helps keep him safe and content in familiar surroundings. For indoor males with wanderlust, the key is stimulation. Create an enriched environment filled with things to explore. Window perches for birdwatching, rotating toys, cardboard tunnels, and puzzle feeders can all keep him engaged. Even hiding treats around the house can turn snack time into an adventure. Female cats, meanwhile, approach exploration with a blend of curiosity and caution. Their wild ancestors had to be extra vigilant, not just for themselves, but for the safety of their kittens. That instinct lives on, making female cats more territorial and often more reluctant to venture into unfamiliar spaces. They're likely to establish a smaller, well-guarded territory within your home. You'll notice them scouting specific areas, checking corners, and choosing favorite perches with purpose. And while they may not dart for the front door like their male counterparts, They're quietly surveying everything. However, during heat cycles, for unspayed females, that careful nature may temporarily disappear. Hormones take over, and she might become more vocal, more restless, and yes, more likely to try and escape. For both genders, if outdoor time is important, consider building a catio or using a secure harness and leash for supervised exploration. These options let your cat satisfy their natural curiosity without the risks that come with free roaming.
Understanding whether your cat is a brave explorer or a cautious homebody helps you meet their needs and keep them out of trouble. Whether it's the fearless curiosity of a male or the thoughtful pacing of a female, their urge to explore is a beautiful reflection of their unique personalities. If your cat has ever pulled off a daring escape or discovered a secret corner of the house you didn't know existed, tell us in the comments. We love hearing your stories, and so do thousands of Meowverse fans just like you. 6. Social behavior and anxiety. Cats might have a reputation for being solitary creatures, but the truth is far more nuanced and often influenced by gender. Male cats are surprisingly the social butterflies of the feline world. Many male cats will happily follow their humans from room to room, rub against your legs while you're cooking, and curl up in your lap like a furry loaf. Their sociability is an evolutionary trait. Male cats in the wild often formed loose alliances, which helped them survive and defend shared territory. Because of this, male cats tend to be more adaptable in social settings. New people? No problem. Rearranged furniture? Shrug. A new pet in the house? Might be worth a sniff and a swat, but most males adjust faster than you'd expect. While female cats are a bit more emotionally delicate. Their nurturing role in the wild meant being ever vigilant to protect their young. That caution lingers in domestic life, making them more selective about social interactions. They may bond deeply with one person and avoid strangers entirely. And changes in the environment? Well, prepare for side eyes and sulking. This means that female cats are often more prone to anxiety. A new couch might feel like an alien invasion, a visiting guest a terrifying disruption. Even a change in feeding time can throw them off. While male cats also experience stress, their laid-back nature usually helps them bounce back more quickly. So, how can you ease your cat's worries and build trust? For both males and females, consistency is your best friend. Keep feeding schedules, sleeping spots, and play routines predictable. Create quiet spaces where your cat can retreat when they need to decompress. For females especially, these retreats, like hideaways under the bed or warm cubby holes, are essential to feeling secure. Give your male cat the attention he craves. Talk to him, pet him, and play with him often. Let him know he's your favorite coworker during Zoom calls and the best assistant chef in the kitchen. He thrives on interaction. For female cats, let them lead. If she wants to sit near you without touching, respect that. If she gently blinks at you from across the room, blink back. That's her saying, "I love you" in her native tongue. Cats, like people, have different ways of expressing love, stress, and joy. When you understand the subtle signals behind those purrs, tail flicks, and mysterious hideouts, you open the door to a deeper, more respectful connection.
And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to Meowverse. We've got so many more feline secrets and stories to explore together. 7. Neutering and spaying, unlocking the calm within. One of the most life-changing decisions you can make for your cat is the choice to spay or neuter. It's more than a step toward population control. It's a gateway to better health, a more peaceful home, and a deeper connection between you and your furry friend. Let's start with the boys. Neutering a male cat dramatically transforms his behavior, and for the better. That relentless urge to roam, gone or greatly reduced. In the wild, an unneutered male might travel miles in search of a mate, exposing himself to fights, traffic, predators, and infectious diseases like FIV and LVE. At home, that same impulse can lead to desperate escape attempts or constant pacing by doors and windows. But once neutered, many male cats shift their focus from adventure to affection.
Suddenly, your little explorer is more interested in lap naps than late-night window stares. And let's not forget the scent situation. Intact males sprayed to claim territory, and their urine has a notoriously sharp smell that clings to walls, furniture, and your soul. But neutering dramatically reduces, often eliminates this behavior, sparing your home from those pungent surprises. Neutered males often become more affectionate, more relaxed, and more sociable. With their hormones no longer driving every move, they're able to engage with the world in a gentler, more present way. They lean into cuddles, they seek companionship, and they're far less likely to get into fights with other cats. Female cats benefit just as much, if not more, from being spayed. For them, heat cycles are stressful and intense, for both cat and human. A female in heat may meow loudly and continuously, roll around on the floor, act unusually affectionate, and try to dart out the door in search of a mate. And this doesn't just happen once, it can happen several times a year. Spaying stops all this. No more restless pacing, midnight yowling, or hormonal surges. Instead, your female cat becomes more even-tempered, more content, and easier to live with. Without the emotional roller coaster of heat cycles, she can settle into a peaceful rhythm, and you both get to enjoy a calmer, more stable bond. Beyond the behavioral benefits, there are major health advantages. Neutering reduces the risk of testicular cancer and prostate issues in males. For females, spaying eliminates the risk of uterine infections like pyometra and greatly reduces the chance of mammary cancer, one of the most deadly forms of cancer in cats. Many cat parents notice that after spaying or neutering, their cats become more affectionate and engaged. Without the hormonal distractions, your cat can be fully present with you, forming deeper emotional connections and thriving in their domestic life.
So if you're wondering whether this step is right for your cat, consider the long-term gains. A healthier pet, a cleaner home, and a bond that's based on trust, not just instinct. Have you noticed a change in your cat's behavior after spaying or neutering? Share your story in the comments. We'd love to hear how your cat's personality blossomed. And if this journey through the feline psyche has helped you better understand your own whiskered roommate, don't forget to give this video a like. It helps support the Meowverse and brings more feline fans into our cozy corner of the internet. 8. Male versus female. Two sides of the same magical coin. By now, you've probably realized that while male and female cats have their differences, both are equally complex, intelligent, and wonderfully weird in their own ways. Male cats tend to be more outgoing, affectionate, and goofy, charming everyone with their bold personalities and puppy-like love for attention. They thrive on physical contact, interactive play, and making you laugh with their antics. Whether they're draped dramatically across your keyboard or batting at invisible ghosts, they bring a lively energy to any home. Female cats, meanwhile, are the wise queens of the cat kingdom. They're observant, strategic, and subtly expressive. Earning a female cat's affection may take time, but when she chooses you, it's for life. She might not always demand your attention, but she's always watching, always listening, and always 2 steps ahead. In a way, they balance each other perfectly. The male's exuberance complements the female's calm. His constant movement is grounded by her steady presence. And while every cat is an individual with their own quirks and history, understanding these general tendencies can help you meet them where they are and love them even more deeply for it. Whether your feline companion is a boisterous boy or a graceful girl, the most important thing is that you see them, understand them, and provide a life that lets their true personality shine. That's what the Meowverse is all about, celebrating the beautiful, emotional, endlessly fascinating world of cats. 9. Final thoughts. Living in the Meowverse. At the end of the day, cats aren't just pets, they're companions, confidants, comedians, and mysterious soulmates wrapped in fur. And the more we learn about what makes them tick, the better we can love them in the way they deserve. Maybe your male cat thinks he's a tiger and guards the bathroom like it's sacred ground. Or maybe your female cat perches on top of the fridge like a wise owl, judging all who pass beneath her.
Whatever their habits, quirks, and moods, these behaviors are rooted in a rich tapestry of instinct, biology, and love. So, whether you're navigating spraying issues, decoding the slow blink of trust, or just wondering why your cat wakes you up at 3 a.m. to zoom across your chest, remember, there's meaning behind it all. If this video helped you understand your feline friend a little better, be sure to give it a like. It's a small click that makes a big difference for our growing Meowverse community. And don't forget to subscribe so you never miss an episode of purr-worthy insight, cat behavior deep dives, and heartwarming stories from cat lovers around the world. Now it's your turn. Tell us about your cat in the comments. What's their name? Are they a majestic Maine Coon or a mischievous Moggy? Do they have a hilarious habit like yelling at birds or stealing socks? We can't wait to hear your stories and meet your cats, each one a star in the ever-expanding Meowverse.